Hedgehog Hollow's new catalogue launch. Today we're going to work with the Floral Boutique Suite, which is another one of my real favourites. And it comes with some really intricate, lovely dies that you can see here. You've got some washi tape, which we've actually got. We've got all these lovely papers and a stamp set. And of course you can bundle the stamp set and dies together. And the Night of Navy solid baker's twine. So it's a really simple set with just two colours. So it's Night of Navy and Whisper White. And I'm going to show you how to make this card up here at the top. So here is my version. And there are a couple of different things I'm going to show you during this video that you can do with this card. So let's get started. So the first thing you want is half a sheet of A4. And you can cut that in half and then fold it so that you have your card base. Now the thing I'm going to do for now is just set that to the side while we stamp out our flowers here and here. And this is the piece of card I've got. So that is 4 3/8 by 1, 2, 3 5/8. And don't worry if you didn't catch these, we haven't got time to write them down now. They will always be in the blog post, which is linked underneath the video. So the first thing I'm going to do is stamp, and I've already set it up on my Stampin' here. And if you have never used a Stampin' you can check out our tutorial series, and there's a detailed tutorial of how to use it. Now, the card in the video, in the actual sample in the catalogue, I notice is stamped off. So you stamp it once and then we're going to stamp onto our card. The one I did originally, I didn't do the stamp off. So you can have a look at the two variations and you can decide which you like. So we're going to stamp our first one. So we've stamped off. We're going to stamp again. And you see it's just a bit lighter. We're going to ink up. Now we're going to align our bottom. And you want to leave just under ½ an inch between them and line them up as best as you can. So I'm going to have mine there, and I'm going to stamp off. I just need to turn it around, and then I'm going to stamp down. So that's a lot lighter than the original that I did, which is here, and that's much darker. So you can choose which you prefer. So that's stamped off, so I'm going to just put that to the side. I then cut a ½ inch strip, and it is just under 6 inches long, but your length isn't quite so important at this second because we'll trim it down to size. And whilst I've got all my bits and pieces out, I'm going to grab my grey archival pad. So this is my basic grey. And this is a tip for you. So if you are stamping on a really thin bit of card and you want to use your Stampin' the best thing to do is stick it down at one end with a little bit of washi tape. Then you can grab your Stampin' line it up, and we're there, pop that down. Then I've just double-sided this stamp at the minute, that's okay. And then we can stamp down. Oh, that one didn't go so well, it moved. And what I always do, always tell my students to do, turn it over and try again. I'm going to take off that one because I think that's the problem. So I'm going to line this back up again. Pop that down. Ink out my stamp. Much better. So that's my little tip, is just to use the washi tape when you're doing a long thin piece or any small piece that you find is a problem. Move that down to there, and then you can just peel your washi tape off carefully, and we're going to banner end it anyway, so that's fine. So pop that to the side. Let's close all of this up because otherwise I'm going to in a mess as ever. Then I'm going to do my banner ends. Now you can do there's two different methods for this. You can either snip in like that as far as you want your banner to be, and then snip from each corner and make your own like that. That gives you a banner end. Or you can use the banner punch. Now I know it's got grooves for the traditional sizes, but you can use it on any size. As long as you turn it over, position your point where you want it so it's nicely in the middle. And there you go, you've got one end. And let's do the other. And that's your other end, like so. So you can do it either way around, whichever you prefer. But I do love with the banner punch that you can do more than just the triple. Then the next thing I'm going to do is stamp on my crumb cake. Now, this took me a bit of working out. If I grab a couple of dimensionals, and then, oh, it's not going well today. Stick this on like that, and then lay it onto here. And you want to, I'm just going to reline up my Stamp-A-Majig before we go off. And we're going to use the crumb cake stamp pad because it's just some tone-on-tone stamping. And I'm just going to ink up that end, pop it on there. And I'm just going to line up where I want it, which is there. Because what you want it to do is just come off the end of the banner punch, or your banner end. So, sorry, I'm doing that off the screen. Slide that on carefully. That's one. And then I'm just going to lay that back on there. I'm going to use this. Slide that out. And this is just so that, oh, this lines up perfectly. Here we go. And this doesn't matter because you won't see it by the time you've stuck everything on. So now we're going to actually assemble our card. This is how quick and easy it really is. So I've got a piece of, let's put our ink pad away because we all know what I am like. Got mine stuck. So we want to snare off a piece of DSP. Let me just check the dimensions for you. So that is 4 3/4 by 4 1/8. And I'll press to snail, there we go. And we're just going to centralise that, like so. So that's stuck on there. Now we're going to stick down our note of thanks. Again, snail. And then I've made a bow out of the linen thread, and I'm going to stick that here. And I'm just sticking it down with a glue dot. Just one other idea for you is to use this lovely new stitched satin ribbon. I think it's cherry cobbler red, I don't think it's real red. Like this. And I'm going to cut those at a nice angle. There we are. I'm going to grab my original one. I've just peeled the bow off, and I'm going to put this bow on instead. And I'm going to put it, yeah, I'll put it in the same. Let's have a look. This is what I'm like when I finish a card. I'm like, where do I put my bow? I don't know. What do you guys think? Oh, it's stuck, stuck, stuck. Oh, come out, just. I think we'll have it up here. So it will just sit on there. So you could use a red bow. I didn't try it particularly well down here. There we are. We keep it in the same position. Stampin' Up knows best. There we are. So that's another option for you. You could put a red bow on it, or you could keep with the linen bow. And as I say, you can stamp off, or you can just stamp straight on. So that is one of our really simple cards. And as ever, check out the blog for all your dimensions and everything else you need. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.